Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. Sorry guys, sometimes it's hard to keep consistent. Last weekend I was in Malta. The weekend before I had to go to Paris as well. I'm working non-stop. I'm not complaining, but because it's what I like to do. But sometimes I need to prioritize stuff. I have many things, many projects going on. But still I try to keep the reading and uploading these videos. So building a second brain by Tiago Forte. So this is a proven method to organize your digital life and unlock your creative potential. So what's basically his solution? What is he offering? Personally, I really like what he says. I have been doing it for a long time, but he explains it in a nice way. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Basically, your brain is constantly bringing new ideas into your head, new thoughts, everything related with the work you are doing, right? So I have multiple projects, and maybe I'm at night and suddenly I have a thought for one of the things I'm doing, or I'm working on something else and I have a thought for another project. So, and sometimes it's time consuming, energy consuming, and it's hard to keep everything inside your head. So the method that he offers and the method that I've been using for a long time, like say like 1 year, is basically all of the thoughts that you have throughout the day that you want to remember, way of thinking, ideas, things you want to improve, things you need to do, everything, write it down in notes. There are multiple apps and websites to collect and manage all your information, like Notion, Evernote, Rome Research, and all of these are basically websites and note-taking apps for you to keep track of everything. And is it actually interesting? So for example, the code method that he says, so is capture, organize, distill, and express. Basically, you collect all the ideas, notes, and resources from various sources along the day, ideas, things you see on the street, things you see wherever, and you start to capturing it, writing it down, taking pictures, whatever. Then it comes organizing. So you need to structure your information in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that you know how to navigate. Then you need to distill the information, which means basically summarizing it and extracting the most important things or insights from your notes. And then, fourthly, expressing. Use your organized knowledge to create and share new content. Actually, it's cool the story of this guy because he started having some problems. He started getting sick and weaker until the certain point where he started having big memory losses. So he had to find a way to understand and kind of keep track of everything in his life. So he started building a second brain, which is in notes or inside an app or whatever. And basically, he was able to keep track of everything. And he reached the point where at work and with other people, sometimes they were talking about past events, and he was the only one in the table who was able to remember what was the small detail other people were not reminding. So, and this improvement came basically along with this model, which is writing down everything, structuring it into different projects, things to do today, long term, etc. I'm going to explain you how I do it myself for now. So for now, I have one page in notes where I write down all my random thoughts throughout the day. So basically, ideas, things I need to do, whatever. Maybe I need to message someone at this time or at blah blah blah. Ideas, everything throughout the day. And then I have another page where I have all of the projects I'm currently working on. And then I do, for example, Bumped, which is a marketplace I'm currently working on with a colleague. So I have Bumped, and then I divide it into subsections. And then when I divide into subsections, and then inside things to do today. So everything that I'm writing or things to do, and then all of the things that I'm writing in my thoughts throughout of the day, at the end of the day or after 2 days or whatever, I add it into the big notes. So this enables me to keep track of all of my thoughts, all of my ideas, everything, uh, keep track and have it in an organized way. But again, we go again to the code method. So I just brainstorm every random thought or that I wanna keep track and remember. I just write it down in the moment, and at the end of the day, I organize it a little bit by sections. Okay, this is for this project, this is for this project, etc. Then I kind of distill, summarize, organize the information, and then I include it into the big page. So this is like the way I use, more or less, in general, to keep track of all of my thoughts and everything. I think this is a great tool to implement. This is a great way of working to be efficient, to save your brain some energy from being wasted and being inefficient, especially when you have a lot of things to do and a lot of different thoughts and a lot of things going on at the same time in multiple industries with multiple people in multiple parts of the world, etc. So for me, this method is 100% like the way to go. I started like 1 year ago, and I think I'm gonna be doing it until the last day of my life because it's so useful. And I was doing it before even reading this book, and then after reading this book, I just understood that what I was doing is right. So I hope you like it, guys. This is the book Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. I hope you like it. I think it's super useful. Yeah, just try it out and let me know if it works or it doesn't. Okay. See you soon. Hopefully, I'll keep doing this shit. No, not this shit. Yep, I'll keep doing this. I see you next week probably, and I will do an intro for you guys to know exactly what I'm currently working on, who I am, where I come from, where am I living, etc. See you guys.